Hi, my name is Annie, and welcome to the Walking Word, where we read the Bible in a year. Where we're reading the Bible in a year as part of discipling. For us to be able to read the Bible in a year, you need to read a minimum of 5 chapters a day. I'm here to guide you, but please do seclude at least 20 minutes a day just for scriptural reading, and you'll be able to finish. Let's read Genesis chapter 40. Sometime afterward, the royal cupbearer and the baker gave offense to their lord, the king of Egypt. Pharaoh was angry with his two courtiers, the chief cupbearer and the chief baker, and he put them in custody in the house of the chief steward. Mhm. That is the same jail where Joseph was confined. The chief steward assigned Joseph to them, and he became their attendant. After they had been in custody for some time, the cupbearer and the baker of the king of Egypt, who were confined in the jail, both had dreams on the same night. Each dream with its own meaning. When Joseph came to them in the morning, he noticed that they looked disturbed. So he asked Pharaoh's courtiers, who were with who were with him in custody in their master's house, "Why do you look so sad today?" They answered him, "We have had bad dreams, but there is no one to interpret them for us." Joseph said to them, "Surely interpretations come from God. Please tell the dreams to me." Like, God, duh. Like, don't you know it's God who interprets dream? So every morning when you wake up, make it a habit. If you've dreamt of something and you're having a challenge interpreting what it means, just ask the Holy Spirit, Holy Spirit, please interpret this dream for me. Help me understand what it is you're trying to say, because you always reveal in order to redeem. So there's something you're trying to tell me, but help me get it. Okay. After they had been in custody for some, oh, yeah, where are we? Um, yeah, so why do you look so sad? They answered, "We have had dreams, but there is no one to interpret them for us." Joseph said to them, "Surely interpretations come from God. Please tell me about the dreams." Then the chief cupbearer told Joseph his dream. "In my dream," he said, "I saw a vine in front of me, and on the vine were three branches. It had barely budded when its blossoms came out and its clusters ripened into grapes. Pharaoh's cup was in my hand, so I took the grapes, pressed them into his cup, and put it in Pharaoh's hand." Joseph said to him, "Ah, this is what it means. The three branches are 3 days. Within 3 days, Pharaoh will lift up your head and restore you to your post. You will be handling Pharaoh you'll be handing Pharaoh his cup as you formerly used to when you were still his cupbearer." Okay, so you're getting your job back. Relax. That's what God is trying to say. Okay? So if you still remember when So if you still remember, when all is well with you, that I was here with you, please do me a favor of mentioning me to Pharaoh to get me out of this place. The truth is that I was kidnapped from the land of Hebrews, and here I have not done anything for which I should have been put into the dungeon. When the chief baker saw that Joseph had given this favorable interpretation, he said to him, "I too had a dream." But let's talk about his conversation with the cupbearer. Um, and these are people, especially in corporate, we call them sponsors, people who speak about you when you're not in the room. Sponsors and mentors are two different things. And I'm not talking about the derogative meaning of sponsor or spognon that we know um, in in urban language, but I mean about a sponsor, someone who can speak on your behalf in a room that you do not have access to. Always be that person to other people, so that you too, in turn, may receive that favor as well when the time comes for it. Okay, let's go now to the chief baker. When the chief baker saw that Joseph had given his favorable interpretation, he said to him, "I too had a dream. In it, I had three wicker baskets on my head. In the top were all kinds of bakery products, okay, for Pharaoh. But the birds were pecking at them out of the basket on my head." Joseph said to him in reply, "This is what it means. The three baskets are 3 days. Within 3 days, Pharaoh will lift up your head and have you impaled on a stake, and the birds will be pecking the flesh from your head and body. The birds will be pecking your body. You'll die basically. And in fact, on the third day, which was Pharaoh's birthday, when he gave a banquet to all his staff with his courtiers around him, he lifted up the head of the chief cupbearer and chief baker. He restored the chief cupbearer to his office so that he again handled the cup of Pharaoh. But the chief baker he impaled. Wow. Just as Joseph had told them in his interpretations. Yet the chief cupbearer gave no thought to Joseph. He had forgotten about him. So you've been restored, you've been helped, you've risen in rank, and you forget where you came from. We continue in chapter 41 in the next one.